All right, guys, well, I'm back today with a brand new watch to the channel, and this is one that I'm calling one of the absolute best dive watches with a quartz movement you can possibly get under $70. And in fact, you can get this a lot cheaper than that for a few different configurations. This is the Addies Dive 41mm dive watch with a Japanese Miyota Quartz movement, some really nice specs and features, and an overall great fit and finish, especially for the price point. I'm going to run down a few of the different models. We're going to talk about some of the really cool features of this watch and a little bit why I like this so much. All the information and linking will be in the description below if you decide you like this at the end of the video. The first thing I want to mention is going to be the color variations of this watch. And you also have this rubber strap option along with all of the bracelet options and two different versions of this watch when it comes to the dial color and kind of dial style. This is the classic version that is very much a Rolex Submariner homage, and then they also have a few different versions with more of a sunburst style. They've got orange, green, red, blue, the traditional black, white, and a few different two-tone options, but all of them are going to be this same general kind of overall look to the watch itself. And my favorite is the rubber strap option, and this one comes in at $59.99, although they have this exact version on bracelet for $53.99, and that seems to be a sale price or a discounted price, and that is going to be the cheapest option available. Now let's talk about the movement inside this watch. And what this is going to be a Japanese Miyota movement, and that movement's going to just be a nice quartz movement. It's going to allow you to set it and forget it. It's got the date complication with the Cyclops right there, and it's not going to be like an automatic watch where you have to worry about manually winding it up and then resetting the time every morning, which is a great touch with quartz. Sometimes negatives with quartz can be they don't have that sweeping movement that you like to see on an automatic watch. And then sometimes, like a Timex, you can actually hear an audible tick, and that can be maybe slightly distracting in a very quiet office setting if your watch is next to your ear, or you could never hear them, and maybe that's just me being crazy. But the case construction on this is so amazing. It's absolutely spectacular, especially at the price point, and it's very silent. You do not hear the tick of this watch at all, and it's got a great movement inside, especially with that Japanese Miyota. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is actually the waterproof rating. It's waterproof up to 200 meters. The case on this is going to be 316L stainless steel, and then on top of this, they actually have a sapphire crystal, and this has got some anti-reflective coating on here, and it does a pretty decent job, especially at the price point. Now, the looks and feel of this is going to be very, very similar to a Rolex Submariner, again, with that Cyclops on the date complication. The crown is very easy to unscrew, and it is a screw-down crown, lending to that 200 meters of water resistance. Now, on the wrist, it wears like any other 41mm Rolex, but you're not going to get the finishing, obviously, that you would with the Rolex. But with that being said, when you pick up this watch and look at the finishing and the quality of this watch, especially with that pretty cool case back on the finishing on the sides, this is punching well above its weight class. This feels like you're holding a $100 to $200 watch, potentially even more. Yet with that quartz movement and that Addies Dive name, you're only paying right around $60 for this particular version, a little bit cheaper for some and a little bit more for others. The other cool thing about this watch is the Lume. The Lume is absolutely spectacular on this watch. I'm going to try to show you guys real quick. And it is a bi-color Lume. So you've got blue on the bezel itself, and you have green on the hands. And when you look at this at a certain angle from above, and I'm going to try to pull that out, man, that Lume is just super nice, very functional for actual timing applications. The bezel action on this is very good. You can hear those clicks. Is it the best bezel action I've ever felt? No. But again, we are talking about a $60 dive watch, and the bezel action is pretty darn awesome. You've got really nice knurling or a coin edge on this to get a good hold on it. The clicks are satisfying, and then you don't get any back play whatsoever. I felt a lot of micro brands here lately around that $200 to $300 price range, and you do get a slight amount of back play in some of those, but none whatsoever in here. And bounce, you have a just a touch. You can kind of push on that and feel a slight amount of movement. But again, the finishing on this watch is spectacular, especially at the price point. If you were looking at getting into wearing analog watches again, if you were looking into getting maybe some type of dive watch and you wanted to try it out, or maybe you were even thinking about springing for a more expensive Rolex Homage or the Rolex themselves, but you wanted to see how something like that wore, this is going to be a great option to get something on your wrist, take it around town, and give it a test drive. I love this watch. It's going to be an everyday wear, a nice summer beater. Take it to the beach, swim with it, use it. Don't worry about it because it is only $60 and you get everything you need in this nice little case right here. I'm a huge fan. I think you may be too. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you've ever tried the company's Addies Dive. I will be leaving all the linking and info down in the description below. I have no affiliation with this company in particular, but those are Amazon affiliate links. I mean, if you click on them, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. Just brings you right to the deal. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.